we learned on Shabbat how ashes from not only Mishkan is holy to use to put in the cup of the Sota. Isi ben Yehuda Omer Lavi Karka Shilo. We're turning to page 16a. Isi ben Yehuda says we're coming to include a land in the dirt of Shiloh, also was Mishkan there for 360 plus years. Nov, and did on, give on. This is the places they were Mishkan. So that earth of that place is also considered holy. And Bet Olamim is Bet Hamikdash. For sure, Bet Hamikdash. Inside Bet Hamikdash, in the Ulam, which is holy, there was Mizbeach, but on the right side, as soon as you enter, there was a hole, Amma by Amma, pole meter and not pole meter. Okay, it's like a 1 feet by 1 feet. So Cohen, when he saw Sota, he had to take ashes from that hole, 1 amma by 1 amma. He had to open it, take dirt from there and put in her cup. And that dirt had to be from Bet HaMikdash, from inside, to be holy. So not only from that place, but also Shiloh, Nov, and Givon, and Bet Olamim. Isi ben Menachem say, Eno tzarich, you don't need to add this all here, there. That's for sure good. Roma betum'a kala lo chala kekatuv. So when person forgets about this metzora or tameh, he goes to Bet Mishkan, gets sin. Go to Bet HaMikdash, gets sin, and that's karet. So for sure, in a Bet HaMikdash gets, because that's more kedusha, Bet Olamim, more than Mishkan. Why? Because when there was Mishkan, during the Mishkan time, you were allowed to bring korbanot, personal korbanot, in the back of your house. But as soon as Bet HaMikdash was built, you can bring any korbanot anywhere. So we see Bet HaMikdash is more holier. So if regarding that, Bet HaMikdash is more holier, when Kohen or anybody, Kohen forgot that he's Metzorah, or he forgot that he's Tabeh, he goes to Bet HaMikdash, he gets karet. If in Mishkan got, so for sure in Bet HaMikdash. So Gemara says, if Mishkan dirt is holy to taste Sota, so for sure Bet HaMikdash, because it's more holy. So bottom line is the connection is Bet HaMikdash more holy than Mishkan. Okay. Isi ben Menachem Omer, Eno tzarich uma betum'a kala lo chala kekatuv. How if person became tameh and he forgot, and he went to Bet HaMikdash and gets karet, betum'at eshet ish chamura lo kol sheken. So when woman is sota eshet ish, you're telling me the dirt should be from Bet HaMikdash. That's for sure good. If Mishkan's dirt is good, so for sure Bet HaMikdash. Im ken, ma Talmud lomar bekarka Mishkan. So if so, Mr. Bechor Shalom Aleichem, Rav David Shalom Aleichem. If so, bekarka Mishkan shelo yavi mitoch kupato. So it says to teach us that into the karka Mishkan, into the dirt, into the lead of Mishkan, do not bring from your box of your house this dirt. People had dirt in their houses, right? To cover their garbage sometimes. So don't bring that from your house. First bring it to Bet HaMikdash, put it into that hole, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, let it stay there, becomes holy, then you can use it for Sota. Ibailo. Gemara says, let me ask you, I want to ask you one question before we go further. I want to ask you a beautiful question that someone asked of Chaim Kanievsky. Okay? But listen, on Shabbat, I'm going to make you repeat it, so pay attention. Someone asked of Chaim Kanievsky. It's a beautiful question. I'm telling this to my rabbis and also. It's a strong question, beautiful question. Someone asked of Chaim Kanievsky. If woman is Sota, right? Moshe Rabbeinu says, give her water, drink. Why to get yourself such a headache? They're in the desert, right? Where they had food from every day? How? Man. Man fell for them every single day. Very good, perfect. So if she sinned, right? Man will fall for them on the If she sinned, man will fall for the family without her portion. So let Moshe Rabbeinu say, listen, this lady sinned. Okay, we don't know if she's Sota or not. Come tomorrow morning, everything will be determined. Why? If every person has to get 5 pounds of man, 5 people in the family, if family gets 25 pounds man, means Hashem giving the proof she didn't sin. If they get 20 pounds of man, means she sinned, right? Someone asked Rav Chaim Kanievsky this question. Why Moshe Rabbeinu had to give Sota water to her? Let's check on the man. What's the answer? Anybody can give the answer? Huh? You have an answer, Rabbitzin? No? Guys, you have an answer? Okay, repeat after me. Torah, love, Bashamayim, what does that mean? Torah is not in heavens. Hashem didn't make man from Shamayim to give you hint, kosher, not kosher, tamel. No. Hashem says, I gave you Torah to the world, down to the earth. You have to do earthly test to see if she's Sota or not. If she has to leave or she has to get killed. Do you understand? That's the beautiful answer. Give me 1 second. Oh, look at me. What's the problem? What's the problem? You tired? Okay. The food's not more. Okay. Drink something. Okay, let's go further. Ibailu. Gemara is asking question. En sham afar mao. Sheiten efer. If there is no sand, can you bring ashes? You know, charcoal, ashes. Can you put ashes, if there is no dirt, into the Sota's water? Ali Bet Shammai lo tibailach. According to Bet Shammai, you cannot ask this question. This is for sure not. The Amri lo matzinu efer shekaru afar. Bet Shammai will tell you, we never saw in the Psukim that ash should be called dust. I mean dirt. Kiti bailach. Americano diz sobre pepel, shital se pisok. Pepel is a pepel, pisok is a pisok. Okay? Ash is a ash, dirt is a dirt. Kiti bailach. Who you can ask question on? Aliba de Bet Hillel. According to Bet Hillel, the Omri, because Bet Hillel tells you, Bet Hillel said, Matzinu efer shekarui afar. We found in one place that the ash is called dirt. Where? When person makes shchita to the birds or to the wild animals, he has to cover their blood. So Torah says, you can cover blood with the dirt, or you can cover blood with the ashes. Look at me. What's the problem with you? You want to lie down? You remain lie down and sleep? Look at me. Sir. Go drink something and lie down. But first go to the bathroom. Matzinu efes shekarui afar. But here it says, we found in one place where covering the blood, that is called, the ashes are called dirt. What's the afar go? The ikre afar, even if it's called dirt. Hacha over here, bakarka mishkan, in the dirt of the mishkan, the ground of the mishkan. Ketiv, o dilma hay bakarka mishkan, lakdeisi ben Yud, or maybe it's like Isi ben Yehuda. Ulkdisi ben Menachem. Who the Ati? Or maybe it's coming to tell you. Now, what was the Rabbi Isi ben Yehuda, Isi ben Menachem? One says has to be dirt from the Mishkan. One says, no, you could bring from outside dirt. So that's the machloket between two dirts. Inside dirt or outside. But again, talks about dirt. But Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel, this one talks about dirt, this one talks about ashes. It's two different things. So Gemara says maybe it's not talking about the ashes over there, it talks about dirt. Like Rabbi Yossi ben Menachem and Rabbi Yossi ben Yehuda. Toshma, Gemara says, come and learn. The Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Mishum Rabbi Ishmael, Rabbi Yochanan said, in the name of Rabbi Ishmael, this is brighter that we need to remember this brighter. Okay? Bishlosha mekamot halacha okevet mikra. In three places, halacha leMoshe Misinai, the law that we learned, halacha leMoshe Misinai, the laws that we learned from Moshe Misinai, it overrides what's openly written in the Torah in three places. Even though Torah says one thing, halacha leMoshe Misinai includes some other things. For example, there are three examples. Number one, remember these three examples. I'm going to ask you soon. Okay? Torah says, Pe'afar, when you make shchita on the chicken or on the wild animal, you have to cover the blood with the dirt. Halacha and halacha leMoshe Misinai says, not only with the dirt, you could use ashes, you could use any other thing like a sand or like a dirt. B'chol davar. That is one. Torah says only dirt. Halacha leMoshe Misinai, the law from Moshe Rabbeinu and Sinai from mouth to mouth, it says no anything. That's one. Number two, by this first by shchita. Second one, HaTorah amra betar, when a person becomes metzorah, 2 times he gets full body haircut, shave, first day and 7th day. So Torah says you have to give him a haircut with a razor. But halacha leMoshe Misinai says, from mouth to mouth we learn tradition, it says with anything. It doesn't have to be razor. Knife, poku, razor, razors, scissors, anything. As long as you shave all the hair away with anything. I don't know, wax. I don't know. So, second place, it talks about Metzorah. First day, 7th day, has to be taken away all the hair with anything you want. At Torah, in the third place, Torah says, when a person has gives get to his wife, sefer, person has to write a book to his wife. Torah says no. You could give a paper, you could give a newspaper, you could give a carton, you could light on a rock and give it to her, you could light on a piece of wood and give it to her, and so on. So a person could use anything he wants as a get and give it to his wife. So 1 second. 3 places Torah says short stuff. Halacha leMoshe Misinai, we have tradition learning from Moshe Rabbeinu Har Sinai. More. One is shchita. Torah says only dirt and we use even ashes. Second is Metzorah. Torah says first and seventh day he has to be shaved with a razor only and we use knife and everything else. Number 3, Torah says, what's the third case? When a person gives get to his wife, he has to write a book to her. Sefer Kiritut. Book that separates her. But we write in the paper, we write in the wood, we could write in the rock and give it to her. Okay? You could write in anything you want. A rubber, a paper, anything that stays. You could write on it and give it to her. So these 3 things we see from here that means says one thing, but means other stuff also. So maybe when Torah says Sota, you have to put dirt in Sota's water. Maybe it includes, like all the other 3 stuff, ashes also. Maybe you could put ashes instead of dirt. If there's no dirt, can you put ashes or no? Okay, that's the question. Let's go one more time to brighter. Next. So if so, let it be here also. Not only he can give a get with the dirt, but ashes also. Hi, ton of a shear. Gemara says, you know what? Could be, because this Mishnah, so Gemara says 1 second. Why only three mentioned? So mention this case also. Why Beraita doesn't mention? The Gemara says, you know what, ton of a shear. When Rabbi Ishmael gave this Beraita, he said only three, but there's many more cases. He said some and missed some, skipped some. So Gemara says, Umay shear dahai shear. How do you know he missed this one? Why specifically would miss this one? Shear Metzora. So Gemara says, I'll prove it to you. Because he skipped Metzora also. The Tanya, we learned in a Baraita. What's Metzora? A person got leprosy. When Kohen says you are a leper, first day and the seventh day, he has to get from head to toe shaved. So Gemara says, Vaya bayom hashvi'i, and on the seventh day, Yigalach et kol se'aro. He should shave entire body, all his hair. That is what? Klal. What means klal? Generalization, which is general rule. Okay? Et Rosh Hashanah. Go on, continues. Torah says the entire body, then Torah continues. His head, Ved Zikano, Metzora shaves his beard, Ved Gabote now, and then his eyebrows. Prat. So now Torah gives you specifications. Before was generalization. Now specification rule. Then Torah says, and all entire his body he has to shave. And then generalization. So we have rule. Anytime Torah says general rule, then specific rule, then general rule, we follow specific rule. Like beard, his face, beard, and his eyebrows. Okay? So Gemara says, Chazar uklal. So Gemara, klal, uprat, uklal, general rule, specific rule, and then general rule. The law should be like minimalization, like general rule. I'm sorry, specification, and that's all. So only should be shaving his face, his eyebrows, one second, and his head. So Gemara says, "Ma prat mifurash." How specific place is specified? Makom kinu se'ar, place that where his hair gathered. V'nir'eh, and it's seen. Now, what does that mean? We have a lot of hair on the hand. Okay, that's a lot of hair there, but it's not gathered. It's seen, but it's not gathered. Sorry for my language, but person's armpits. Over there, hair gathered, and it's seen. When you pick up your hand, it's seen, it's gathered. So hand, it's not gathered. It's seen, but it's not gathered. Okay, so Gemara says, so what comes to include? What it comes to include, Gemara says, private property, private place. When person is Metzorah, Kohen has to shave his private as well. Why? Because it's gathered and it's seen. Okay, so Gemara says, how Torah specifies that all the hair that gathered and it's seen, so all the hair are included. Ma Rabbi. So Gemara says, one second, what it comes to include? Rabbi se'ar reglaim. Gemara says comes to include hair of the feet. But really here, hair of the feet doesn't mean hair of the feet. It means pubic hair. It means in a private place. Why? Because it's gathered and it's seen. My mi'et. So Gemara says, one second. What it comes to exclude, hair has to be gathered and seen, then Metzorah has to shave. If not, no. So what comes to exclude? Yet, the exclusion was the beta shechi. Beta shechi is armpits. So the Gemara says armpits living alone. Metzora doesn't have to shave armpits. Udekule gufa. So Gemara says 1 second. Why Torah then says the entire body? Vehilcheta the halacha Moshe Mishnah megaleach kidilat. Even though Torah says you have to take only his head, his face, and his eyebrows, but we see here halacha Moshe Mishnah tells us he has to get full haircut like a pumpkin, bald. It has to be entire body bald. Kid not. That none of them have learned in the right. Balo la kifeta metzora. Ma'avil te'ar al kol besaro. When metzora comes to get haircut to a Kohen has to give haircut to his entire body. Uktani sefer. And we have learned in the end of the Braita. Ubayom hashvi megalcho. And on the 7th day, he also gives him haircuts. Can you imagine? Once a question to you. When Kohen has to shave metzora more, a lot, on the 1st day or on the 7th day? People talk to me.
7.
When Kohen has to shave metzora more, on the 1st day or 7th day?
7?
I would think 7, right? No, 1st day. Why? 1st day still has a lot. Still has a lot of hair. On the 7th day, he has to shave only hair that grew for 6 days. From 1st day until 7th, it's only 6 days. So first time when Kohen shaves a metzora is much harder than the second time. But still he has to shave his entire body. Even the Torah says only head, eyebrows, and face. So the Gemara says, with this we'll conclude. Kohen has to give him haircut, shave his body on the second time, which is 7 days later, the way it was on the first time. Okay, I want to stop over here.